Oh, it's doing that thing where it's not. Oh, no, it is. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Great Big Parkrun Quiz number 8. If you're watching this on repeat, you can fast forward the first sort of 8 or 9 minutes because we give people, as with a normal parkrun, the chance to sort of just get involved and go to, if you're watching live, parkrun.me/quiz8. You just saw a Mary. She's 5. Traditionally, she writes a story while we do the quiz and reads it at the end. And in the background there, that's Matthew, who is now 14. Parkrun.me/quiz8. The leaderboard coming up from last week. People have been up to stuff, but we'll put an end to their fun. The leaderboard from last week. And all questions this week have been submitted by park runners. We're responsible for none of them. So there's none of those nasty Denmark questions like we had last week. And Matthew, 14 years old, I think that means, might be wrong. I think that means you're now banned from junior parkrun. I mean, not banned as in banned, but banned as in you can't, or are you still allowed to run junior parkrun at 14? No, you're still allowed at junior parkrun, so that's good. Matthew is my normal parkrun partner. Matthew is my normal parkrun partner on a Saturday, and this arm belongs to this head, and that's Mary, and she is my normal parkrun partner on a Sunday junior parkrun. Do you miss it? Yeah, I do too. You were really getting the hang of it, weren't you? I do. 2 big PBs before the big pause. Right, parkrun.me/quiz8. Are you ready, everybody? This is the leaderboard from last week. This week, you might notice if you go to parkrun.me/quiz8, you can't, excuse me. Yes, is it going to be one of those weeks?
Mummy just showed me the last week one.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right, so here's the leaderboard from last week. Do you want to read it out? I don't know if you know half of these. Okay, so what people have been doing is basically just putting random countries in that they think no one else is going to put in to see if they can make it to the top of the leaderboard. We put an end to that. It's like we're like HMRC. People are finding loopholes and we're having to close them. So this time you have to now represent a parkrun country. But that's quite cool because that means the Great Big Parkrun Quiz becomes like the Parkrun Mental Olympics. Yes, Mary, it is going to be one of those weeks, isn't it? Should we just read this out?
Wait, can I just show you this first? This colour is the same colour on the glasses.
Yes, is it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
That's the same colour as on my glasses. You have been up for too long. I've been up for as long as you've been up, and I'm tired because of it. Right. Are we ready? Tail walkers this week. Turkey and Norway with 7 out of 15. Must do better, Turkey and Norway. I know we're not competitive, but we sort of are on the quiz. Netherlands, 7.8. Then we go up through Sweden, Jamaica. Really? Was somebody watching live in Jamaica? Or is that just a made-up one? Because it will be like the middle of the night in Jamaica. Belgium. UK, 8.4 out of 15. New Zealand, 8.7. Poland, Ireland, 8.9. Then South Africa and Australia tied at 9.8. Then we go through Germany. Germany, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Germany, 7th. Russia, 6th with 10.5 out of 15. Malaysia, 5th, 11. 4th equal. Level with Denmark. Hello again, Denmark. Then we have Spain, Slovenia. I like Slovenia. I once ran a marathon there. And Mauritius. Mauritius top. Slovenia and Spain, 13 out of 15. And Mauritius got 14 out of 15. But from now on...
Daddy.
No, listen. Okay, so here's what's going on, right? Okay, just so that you know. Okay, so I'm talking to there. You can see like me on the screen there. Okay,
Yeah.
but the other side, there's loads of people who are waiting to do a parkrun quiz.
Yeah.
And they might not want to just hear me talking to my 5-year-old daughter all the time. They'll need to hear questions and stuff.
This is the last thing.
This is the last thing, everybody. Do you want to tell everyone? Just share it with the group.
I have a white pen and it's the same color.
Would you like my pen?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a white pen that's the same color as my white top. I do have my Parkrun Quizmaster t-shirt, but I can't remember where I put it. I put it somewhere safe so I could wear it today, and I don't know where it is.
I have your pen.
You can have my pen. Oh, the other little bit of jeopardy, parkrun.me/quiz8. We're starting in under 5 minutes now. You'll be delighted to know. We always start at about 5 past to give people a chance to log in and be a bit late. Sort of like a normal parkrun. So 2 things from this week. First of all, you have to represent a country, so it suddenly becomes the Parkrun Olympics. Second of all, this is a very PB course this week. All 15 questions submitted by parkrunners, and they're pretty easy. Third thing this week is that they're not all easy, but they are. I just think this is the easiest lot of questions we've had. And there are some, like last week, where you just have to be awake to get it right. And what was the other thing this week? Oh, yes, the Jeopardy. We've lost, as a family, this computer charger. So it's on battery and it might just go blank. So I better get on with it when we get to 5 past. It's 1 minute past now, nearly 2 minutes past. So 3 minutes to go. Parkrun.me/quiz8. I don't think the battery will run out. We don't have contingency plans. So let's just hope. Good morning, everybody. It's Tom on the text from Parkrun over there. Do please say hello to him and hello to us and hello to everybody. Thank you for joining us for the 8th time at Parkrun UK time. I know we've got people watching from around the world, so thank you very much. If it's Saturday evening with you, or it's Caroline. Hello, Caroline. Do you want to say hello? We found the charger. Oh, you're watching? I thought you were doing your exercises. We found the charger. Brilliant. I don't think this is this computer's charger. I think it's my other computer charger, but we're going to have a go. Bear with.
It was. You know where your charger was?
No, I don't know where my charger was. Otherwise, I'd have charged it.
It was under my table.
Here we go. Oh, it's under your table. Plugged in. It says plugged in. Does that come up on everyone else's screen when I plug it in? Okay, parkrun.me/quiz8. Quick run through the leaderboard once again from last week, because it's the last time you can just represent a random country which we know you're not in. For example, Jamaica. I think they might. I mean, Mauritius is more believable because it's in the same time zone. And Slovenia. So Mauritius 14, 15, won last week. Then Slovenia. Then Spain. Then Denmark. Malaysia, Russia, Germany, Australia and South Africa tied. I always think there's a little bit of rivalry between Australia and South Africa, but I might be wrong. I mean, they're miles away. 9.8, maybe because of the rugby thing. Then Ireland, Poland, UK, New Zealand, Belgium, Jamaica, Sweden, Netherlands, Norway, and Turkey. Norway and Turkey, 7 out of 15 were our tail walkers this week. Okay, well, we don't have to rush now because we're not going to run out of power. So 15 questions, 3 rounds of 5 questions. As always, I think they're quite easy. All questions this week. We wondered if this would happen, and it's happened within 8 weeks. All questions have been submitted by parkrunners. Thank you very much. There's a link over there if you want to submit questions for next week. And they're all excellent, by the way. I mean, I say they're easy, but they're all excellent questions. And also this. You can send emails, it turns out. We read one last week. We're going to read one this week, and here it comes. It comes from Dan. Good morning, Dan. Dan says, I wonder whether it's possible to ask Vassos for a shout out to my wife, Tamsin, on this week's quiz. Of course we can. She is the volunteer coordinator at Whitney, and as well as missing Parkrun, as we all are, of course, this Saturday is sandwiched between our 10th wedding anniversary and her birthday. We were going to head to Amsterdam for the weekend and our first overseas parkrun, but we'll have to do that another time. She's been loving the quiz, thank you. And I'm sure it would make her smile. That's from Dan Weimer, Event Ambassador, Parkrun UK. Dan, good morning. And good morning, Tamsin. Happy anniversary to you both and happy birthday to you, Tamsin. You can do that. You can send in stuff and I'll read it out before the quiz.
Daddy.
I thought that was the last thing earlier. We're going to start now. This is the last thing. Do you want to tell everyone?
Yeah.
Just me, okay?
It's your pet.
That is my pet. Thank you. Quite a posh, very dark blue pencil. Yeah, well said. This is Russ in my ear over here, who has just noticed that there's 1,100 people on the start line as we're about to start, and that's like an average bushy park run. Obviously, people watch it later. Hello, if you're watching it later. You can always fast forward the first 10 minutes because we just wait for people to arrive, and I think everyone's arrived now. So, where is it? Parkrun.me/quiz8. You think I'd remember that after all these weeks? Parkrun.me/quiz8 if you want to join. Last orders, last chance. And here we go. Question number 1. This question is this is general knowledge, from Sally Watson, Hazelhead Parkrun in Scotland. Sally asks, what's the most westerly parkrun in Europe? What's the most westerly parkrun in Europe? Aberdeen Parkrun, Bushy Parkrun, Eden Project Parkrun, or Erris Parkrun? Now, Matthew over there, you're not very. Do you want me to move, and then you can be a bit more with your new birthday T-shirt? What have we gone for?
Erris Parkrun.
We've gone for Erris Parkrun. You never know. RPB is 6, which is pathetico, but we might break it. So far, so good, I have to say. Which is the most westerly parkrun in Europe? Aberdeen, Bushy, Eden Project, or Erris? Andrew Capel, question 2. Cornwall Parkrun in New Zealand. Thank you, Andrew. Saturday is, of course, Parkrun Day, he says. But after Saturday, which day of the week has had the most 5K parkrun events? Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? This is a sort of stick a pin in, isn't it? Saturday is, of course, Parkrun Day, but after Saturday, which has had the most 5K events? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Obviously, those are Christmas days and New Year's days. You could look back through a calendar if you could be bothered, or you could just guess. Question 3 from Pascal J. Petit from Parkville Parkrun in Melbourne, Australia. Pascal, not enough people use their middle initial. How many parkruns are there, he asks, in Singapore? 2, 4, 7, or 19? How many parkruns are there in Singapore? 2, 4, 7, or 19? What, do you know? Do you, Mary?
No.
No. Nor did I.
I'm just thinking about what.
Oh yes, Mary, if you're just joining us for the first time, what happens is Mary, our 5-year-old, sitting next to me here, interrupts quite a lot, but also writes a story which she reads at the end. Matthew, our newly turned 14-year-old over there with his new Levi's T-shirt, or Levis as we call it in our household, does the quiz on our behalf. On the UK's behalf. What country are we representing? UK. Sorry, UK. Question from Erica Jones, question 4 from Royal Tunbridge Wells Parkrun in the UK. In what year was the first 500 milestone achieved? Good question. 2011, 2013, 2015, or 2017? In what year was the first 500 milestone achieved? Obviously, it was Darren Wood who achieved it. On the 28th of March of that year, I happen to know. Question 5 from Ferry Hill Flyers from Sedgefield in the UK. Morning, Ferry Hill Flyers. How many parkrunners are there aged over 65 worldwide? How many parkrunners aged over 65 worldwide? Is it 1,858, 18,586, 185,862, or 1,858,626? How many parkrunners are there aged over 65 worldwide? 1,858, 18,586, 185,862, or 1,858,626. Quick recap of the general knowledge round. Sally's question 1, which is the most westerly parkrun in Europe? Aberdeen, Bushy, Eden Project, or Erris? Question 2, Andrew. Saturday is, of course, Parkrun Day, but which other day of the week has seen the most 5K events? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Question 3, Pascal. In Melbourne, how many parkruns are there in Singapore? 2, 4, 7, or 19? Question 4, Erica. In what year was the first 500 milestone achieved? 2011, 2013, 2015, or 2017? And question 5, how many park runners are there aged over 65 worldwide? 1,800 odd, 18,000 odd, 185,000 odd, or 1.8 million odd? Round 2. Everyone ready? Round 2, park run names. As always, you just have to find the real park run name. Question 6, Michael Stanley from Bath Skyline Parkrun in the UK. Morning, Michael. Thank you for which of the following is a real parkrun name? Blue Lagoon Parkrun, Red Mountain Parkrun, Green Field Parkrun, Yellow River Parkrun. Blue Lagoon, Red Mountain, Green Field, Yellow River. Question 7 from Rona McIntyre, Haldon Forest Parkrun UK. Thank you, Rona. For which of the following is a real parkrun name? Beech Hill, Eucalyptus Hill, Oak Hill, Pine Hill. All very believable. What have we gone for, out of interest?
I'm deciding, but I think I'm going to go with Oak Hill.
Go with that. If you heard what he said, he got it right. Beech Hill, Eucalyptus Hill, Oak Hill, or Pine Hill, the real parkrun name. It's in London, actually. Rona's responsible for 2 questions, working harder than all of us. Thank you, Rona. She also gives us which of these is the following real parkrun name? Duck's Bottom, Mallard's Pike, Swallow Falls, Swan's Nest. Which of these is a real parkrun name? Duck's Bottom Parkrun, Mallard's Pike Parkrun, Swallows Falls Parkrun, or Swan's Nest Parkrun? That's question 8. Question 9 comes from Ridwan Fakir from Laudium Parkrun in South Africa. Thank you, Ridwan. Which of the following is a real parkrun name? Bigfoot's Boulder, Cannibal's Cave, Dracula's Dungeon, or Frankenstein's Forest? Which of these is a real parkrun name? Bigfoot's Boulder. Again, this is one of those you want them all to be true. Bigfoot's Boulder, Cannibal's Cave, Dracula's Dungeon, Frankenstein's Forest. I look a bit like Frankenstein in the 4th and 5th K of a parkrun. Sort of the opposite of Elliot Kipchoge. He smiles, I grimace. Hannah and Chris from London in the UK are responsible for question 10. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Chris. Which of these is the following real parkrun name? Hilly Fields, Rising Woods, Rolling Meadows, or Steep Slopes? Hilly Fields, Rising Woods, Rolling Meadows, or Steep Slopes Parkrun. They're from London, Hannah and Chris. Is that a clue? It is a clue. It's in London. This one, Hilly Fields, Rising Woods, Rolling Meadows, or Steep Slopes, is in London. I'll give you that. Okay. Quick recap of round 2. Question 6, Michael's question. Which of these is the real parkrun? Blue Lagoon, Red Mountain, Green Field, Yellow River. Question 7, Beech Hill, Eucalyptus Hill, Oak Hill, Pine Hill. Question 8, Duck's Bottom, Mallard's Pike, Swallow Falls, Swan's Nest. This is the round we usually get 0 on.
No, that was the first round we usually get 0.
No. Which of these is the following real parkrun name? Bigfoot's Boulder, Cannibal's Cove, Dracula's Dungeon, Frankenstein's Forest, and Hilly Fields, question 10, Rising Woods, Rolling Meadows, Steep Slopes. Everyone ready for the true or false? My favourite round. It was also that one. We can get 0 on any of these.
Yeah.
We're very consistent.
True or false. Like one time I got 4.
Oh, one time we got 4 on true or false. That was when we got our PB of 6. 6 out of 15. It's a very PB. Do you agree? It's a very PB course, this. And where did you get a load of these true or falses? Okay, question 11. Barnaby Norman from Neckarau Parkrun in Germany. Thank you, Barnaby. Neckarau Parkrun in Germany, he says, has a bell that rings to warn park runners that wolves have been spotted on the route. Is that true or false? If you hear a bell whilst running Neckarau Parkrun, do you have to basically fear for your life? True or false? What do you think? Anna from Parkrun Poznan in Poland is responsible for question 12. In Poland, there are 6 park runs beginning with the letter Z. Is that true or false? Very useful if you're doing the alphabet bingo thing. Anna from Parkrun Poznan says, in Poland, there are 6 park runs beginning with the letter Z. Is that true or false? Question 13, Sue Cottrell's question. She's from Newport in Wales. As well as being an acronym for personal best, PB is also the chemical symbol for lead. Is that true or false? Just saying I'd have got that right. Just saying. You think you have? Okay. So year 9 chemistry, does it incorporates obviously the periodic table?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's lead, but I remember in chemistry thinking about PB, personal best.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Did you go true or false?
True.
We went true. We really could smash it this week, just saying. Shona Ni Floyn from Limerick Parkrun in Ireland. Sorry, Shona, if I mispronounced your name. 2020, question 14. 2020 was the first time it was possible to do a park run on the 29th of February. Is that true or false? 2020 was the first time ever that you could do a park run on the 29th of February. Is that true or false? And question 15, this was last week's question 15 that we changed because we thought like 2, you just have to be awakes in a row was probably too much, but we kept it. And in fact, Coralie from Osterley has repeated it. Barking Park Run is a park run specifically for dogs only. Barking Park Run in London is for dogs only. Is there a canine version of Park Run? And if so, does it happen in Barking in London? Is that true or false? It's a bit like the surfing question from last week. Did anyone say false for question 15? I'll just go through them quickly again. Question 11, Neckarau Park Run in Germany has a bell that rings park runners that wolves have been spotted on the course. Does that ring true, really? True or false? In Poland, there are 6 park run events beginning with Z. True or false? As well as being an acronym for lead, for PB, for personal best, PB is also the chemical symbol for lead. I made a mess of asking that, and I probably gave away the answer. Is it true or false? 2020 was the first time it was possible to do a park run on the 29th of February. True or false? And Barking Park Run is a park run specifically, exclusively for dogs. Right.
We got PB by 1.
We only got 7?
We got 4 on the true or false run.
Which one did we get wrong?
12, the 7 Zs in Poland.
Oh, yeah, we got the Poland question wrong, which is fair enough. That was a bit of a guess. We got 4 in true or false, and we got 7.
We got 1 in the real Parkrun main.
We'll have to swap jobs next week. Do you want to ask the questions, and I'll?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew's going to ask the questions next week, and I'm gonna smash our PB. I'm like a competitive dad, aren't I? Trying to get there. Right. It's fine that we only got 7. It's absolutely fine. It's fine. It's a PB. Let's be pleased with that. Any 15s out of 15s? I think it was a very PB course this week. Okay, let's go through the answers. There are some interesting facts around the answers, as always. Question 1, what's the most westerly park run in Europe? Aberdeen is on the east coast of Scotland. Bushy is in London. Eden Project is, I presume, in Cornwall. And Erris is in the Republic of Ireland. So Erris is the correct answer. In fact, I think we were going east to west there through the question. Saturday is, of course, Park Run Day. Which other day of the week has had the most park runs? The answer happens to be Thursday. How many park runs are there in Singapore? The answer is 4. Question 4. In what year was the first 500 milestone achieved by Darren? It was 2015. The 28th of March, 2015. Darren has now run 766 park runs in total, I'm told. And he missed the very first one and never since, apparently. How many park runners are there aged over 65 worldwide? 185,862. Fantastic. Is that right, Darren, if you're watching? So there have been 767 individual parkrun Saturdays. Okay, that might be right. Russ and I always get something a bit wrong. We didn't last week, so there's room for 2 things a bit wrong this week. Mary's itching to get her story out there, aren't you? Question 6, which of these is the following real parkrun name? It's Blue Lagoon. Question 7, it's Oak Hill. Blue Lagoon is in South Africa. Oak Hill is in London. Question 8, Mallard's Pike. Am I getting a massage? Is this a massage? It's very lovely. Thank you. Mallard's Pike is in Gloucestershire in the UK. Cannibal's Cave is in South Africa. And Hilly Fields is in London. And the true or false round, question 11, obviously not. Obviously, there's no. I went for a run on we stayed in a country house in Estonia on a friend's stag. I was very hungover, and I went for a run in Estonia in the countryside on a Saturday morning. So sort of parkrun time, and I did get slightly lazily chased by a wolf. It lost interest quite quickly, thank God. Anyway, but there is no parkrun where there's a danger of being eaten by wolves yet. In Poland, there are actually 3, not 6, 3 parkruns beginning with the letter Z. As well as being an acronym for personal best, PB is, yes, it is also the chemical symbol for lead. 2020, yes, was the first time it was possible to do a parkrun on the 29th of February. And the next time I think that it's possible to do that is 2048. I think that's right. And the final question, barking parkrun is a parkrun specifically for dogs. That's true. You can't go to parkrun. You can't go to barking parkrun without dog. No, sorry, of course it's false. Of course it's false. There is no parkrun specifically for dogs yet. But I'd like to see one. Okay, Mary, are you ready?
I want a pillow again.
You're going to have a pillow, but usually you sit on my lap so that you can be seen reading your story.
Doesn't matter.
Turn the computer around. Okay. You see, the thing is, I don't like. You see that light up there?
Yeah.
I try and keep that out of shot because people think it looks like the coronavirus. So doesn't it? So I just try. No, so I'm not going to get that out of shot now. So just.
No. Yeah, mother.
Okay. Okay, go on then. All yours. All yours.
Took the camera down. Very good sit.
A little girl saw a shooting star and she made a wish. Do you know what it is? It is to make everyone happy. The end.
Well, that is a lovely story. And here we go. That's the shooting star. I think that's my favourite, your story.
She's climbing out of the window.
She's climbing out the window.
To catch the shooting.
Oh, that's lovely. Don't climb out of windows. Don't climb out of windows. But it's a lovely thing for a story. You can climb out of ground floor windows, by all means. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another slightly shambolic, great big parkrun quiz. We have fun. We hope you have fun. Mary, that was a lovely story. Thank you, gorgeous. And we'll be back next week for parkrun.me/quiz9. You're going to climb on me now.
No.
Do you want to say bye-bye, everyone?
Bye-bye. I didn't do it.